I just want to say congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This has been an incredible day for the Sussexes visiting New York. New York has not let us down. They have rolled out the red carpet for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This has been very much like a royal visit. I'm not sure whether we should call it a royal tour of New York City or not, because they have stepped back from royal duty, but yet they do remain His and Her Royal Highness. So I'm not sure, but I'm just so glad that they're there. Let's not even worry about titles. Let's not label this. I will defer to the Archwell page if I need any clarity about that. But I guess maybe the Duke and Duchess of Sussex want other people to tell the story as they see fit, long as it focuses on their primary goal, and that is the equity in vaccines. So win-win for the global community, because you have these two global leaders out there, as the Duchess loves to say, boots on the ground, fighting a good fight. For those of you that were worried about security, if you notice, there's a proper motorcade. There seemed to be plenty police protection. And of course, it seems like the haters took the day off in terms of physically showing up, which is a relief. There seemed to be nothing but love and admiration around. Like me, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to go to some pretty dark places looking for some good photos, and I don't fault anybody for doing that. Just try to tune out the context of the story, because some of the tabloids have gone into overdrive today with their descriptions of the Sussexes and their actual activity of the day. And that is to be expected, so do not let that ruin your mood. We cannot let the tabloids take our joy away from us. Remember, the opposite of woke is sleep, and we don't want to be sleeping right now. We want to witness this amazing moment that is taking place with the Sussexes. But I tell you, for some very irrelevant people, the amount of press coverage, all of these reporters fighting for attention. If you've ever listened to the live feed from the bank and pool of reporters trying to report on the Sussexes, you hear some very bizarre conversations, people yelling to each other, get out the way, take your hat off. These people were clamoring for attention, even requesting that they remove their mask so that they could take the photos that they wanted to beam around the world. Once the Sussexes emerged from the building, there was an adoring crowd outside yelling. There was lots of security. I can't stress that enough. There was so much security. So this had all the elements of a royal tour. Again, I'm not sure we're supposed to call it a royal tour. I don't know if that's the interpretation that the Sussexes use, but for all intent and purposes, they are royal. They are touring New York. They have toured Ground Zero Memorial. They have toured the new One World Trade Building. And of course, they have gone on to have a meeting with the United States UN ambassador. So I guess we can call it a royal tour. But as usual, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were very much all about taking care of business today in a very dignified manner. I'm not sure if this is the Duchess of Sussex's first visit to Ground Zero, or the Ground Zero Memorial, if you will. But as we all know, Harry has made a visit there before in the past, and even later, Reef, I believe it was back in 2009. At that time, he laid a wreath on behalf of the Queen and the people of the United Kingdom. But today, he's a global leader, a global influencer. Along with the Duchess of Sussex, the two of them are the ultimate power couple. I have to say that I'm so proud of the way that the two of them have such an ease in which they perform their duties. Whatever those duties are, it is done with great dignity and great respect. Harry has always been a natural at this. And maybe this is what he was born to do, but just not in the constraints of the royal family. Maybe he was meant to do this outside of the family. But you can see that Prince Harry is going to redefine what it means to be royal, especially a member of the British royal family. He's putting a new refinement on it, and I think future generations are going to benefit from this moment where they can have their private lives and do their universal service, because after all, service is universal. And even though the tabloid press will never stop trying to disrespect them and insinuate that somehow they're going to turn their titles into something very lurid and cheesy and some commercial venture or something that would not uphold the dignity of the royal family. As you can see, nothing could be further opposite of that. They have maintained a very dignified and somewhat reclusive life since they moved to California. So after visiting the memorial, they made a visit to Linda Thomas Greenfield, the United States ambassador to the United Nations, at her official residence there in Manhattan. Again, they made an exit to a proper motorcade with lots of security. But what I found really interesting and rather delightful, if I might say so, is the briefcase that Prince Harry used, his portfolio, if you want to call it that, says Archie's Papa. Archie's Papa. That right there just makes the entire thing worth it for me. I really admire the people who were there and able to see the Duke and Duchess of Sussex today in person. That had to be an incredibly surreal experience to see them in New York on their return to full universal service after their parental leave, because service is universal. Service is universal. We have to remember that. Service is universal. And not only should we remember it, we have to remind the family across the pond that service is indeed universal. The Sussexes did not have to go through KP. They didn't have to go through Clarence House and Buckingham Palace. They just made it do what it do. So congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for your first phenomenal day and return to work. That's it for now. Please like, subscribe, share, donate, etc. If you would like to make a donation and you don't know how, to help support this channel, you can go to the comments section where you can find links to the Patreon, the PayPal, and the Cash App. Thanks for watching Royal Sussex.